Welcome to Ski Technician Training for the Whitetail Resort Ski and Snowboard Rental Center. In this module, we will be discussing the topic of forward pressure. Forward pressure is a measure of the heel binding relative to the boot lip and indicates how well the heel is positioned to hold onto the boot. The forward pressure indicator is located on the heel. The only time you have to check it is when you are adjusting skis with boots that are not whitetail boots, that is, a guest-owned boots, and whenever you send out skis with the ESP 4.5 quick shift binding. When adjusting an Elan ski with ESP bindings for a guest using our Dalbello boots, there is no need to check the indicator. The Elan Dalbello color-coded system already factors in correct forward pressure. Our Salomon boots and bindings are not part of this color-coded system, and we will address this later in the module. But why is forward pressure important, and why should you worry about it? Let's take a look at what forward pressure is, and then we'll look at how to check it on our bindings. As you are skiing, gravity and your skier stance is pressing you forward. With your body perpendicular to the mountain, the tendency would be for your body to fall forward. The heels of your feet would leave the ground first. At the same time, the skis are vibrating rapidly due to their flexibility. The bindings will be moving in concert with this flexing of the skis. However, the ski boot does not flex. So, if the heel is too close to the boot, it may not disengage when necessary. If the heel is too far away, then the boot will separate from the binding way too easily, and you will not be very happy. Watch as Larry imitates the flexing of the ski while skiing. Now, imagine this in real time as you go down Bold Decision, or Northern Lights. I wonder what could happen if the heel was too far away. No one likes a yard sale. The forward pressure indicator shows you when you have positioned the heel exactly where it needs to be. The ESP bindings have different style indicators depending on the binding. First, we'll review the ESP10 forward pressure indicator as you'll be checking it the most often. The vast majority of skiers' own boots will be an adult. When you are fitting a skier's own boot to our bindings, you will always, that is always, check the forward pressure indicator. This includes when you have used the Tyrolia boot indicator tool to determine the heel setting for a skier's own boot, as there is a direct relationship between the heel setting and the forward pressure indicator. The forward pressure indicator is located here, the silver tab on the right with the squared end. This is what it looks like when the heel lever is in the down position. You will be able to check the pressure indicator after inserting the boot on the binding. Here we have the 290 millimeter boot being placed in the binding where the heel has been correctly set on synchro number G. Once the boot is in place and the heel tab is up, you will be able to see the indicator. This is the range in which the end of the silver tab must fall. The optimal position is for it to be in the center. This here is correct forward pressure. If the heel is closer to the boot, as depicted here, then the pressure indicator looks like this. Look how far off it is. This is not good. If the heel is too far away, as this shows, then the forward pressure will look something like this. This is not good at all. Keep making adjustments to the heel until you can get the indicator in the center. The forward pressure indicator of the ESP 7.5 binding on the Junior 130 ski is just like on the ESP 10 binding. Here is the forward pressure indicator on the ESP 4.5 binding. It is the silver area with the hash marks on the heel adjustment tab. Ensure the end of the DIN adjustment screw housing is flush with the hash marks, best viewed looking straight down. This is good forward pressure on the ESP 4.5. The indicator on the ESP 4.5 quick shift looks like this. Here are the hash marks. This protuberance is what you look for on the hash marks. You can see here that the indicator is within the range. When you are sending out skis with the ESP 4.5 quick shift, you will always check the forward pressure indicator. Even though we have a sizing chart to assist with setting the binding, the quick shift is a different system and is not compatible with our Dalbello Elan color system. There are test boots interspersed amongst the technician stations that you will use to check forward pressure, instead of having the child remove a boot, especially after the parents have spent an hour in the boot section trying on different sizes or struggling with the child just to get the boots on. The Elan Dalbello 4-factor color-coded binding system allows quick setup of the binding without having to verify the forward pressure indicator. However, our Salomon boots and bindings are not part of that system. The Salomons do not contain any color markings. The toe and the heel of the Salomon bindings are adjusted based on the specific boot sole length, and as such, the forward pressure is already considered. When adjusting the Salomon binding for a skier's own boot, you should still verify the forward pressure indicator. The indicator is located at the heel, and good forward pressure is obtained when the indicator pin is within the OK range. With multiple boot and binding systems, we have updated the DIN calculation chart to provide toe and heel settings on the Elan ESP 10, 7.5, and 4.5 bindings for any boot size that is in the Whitetail inventory. We have already discussed the Elan ESP 4.5 quick shift binding. All boot sole lengths for both our Dalbello and Salomon boots are listed on this chart. The color code represents the toe setting for the Elan binding, with the corresponding heel setting for that specific sole length. There is no need to verify the forward pressure indicator when using this chart, as we have already determined the correct setting during the off-season. You still must verify the forward pressure when adjusting a binding for a skier's own boot. This concludes the forward pressure module of ski technician training for the Whitetail Resort Ski and Snowboard Rental Center. In this module, we introduce you to the concept of forward pressure, how to check it, and why it is important to set it correctly.